It's time to go camping. It's time to go camping. It's rush hour, but my car is fully loaded. I'm ready to go. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Almost there. I'm number 461, so I'm the very first site. Okay, so this is it. Please don't let me have neighbors. The next pad is really close. Okay, so maybe one problem. I have a brand new hammock-tent that I am going to be testing out, and I was promised there would be a lot of hammock trees, and there really isn't. A lot of the trees, they're so scrawny and they're really far apart, and there's a lot of brush under them. But I'm gonna try. It's almost 6 o'clock, so I'm getting a really late start. I have a slightly upgraded, slightly more sophisticated method of packing. If the door was unlocked. I brought absolutely everything with me. It's not a perfect system, but it is so much better than before. And here is the most important thing for the weekend. This is the last bag besides the food, and my picnic table is very colorful. Oh, love it. I don't have a lot of daylight left, so I'm going to attempt to get my hammock up first and then the hammock hot tent. And I'm thinking I'm going to try either this tree here and go across my driveway all the way over here. This is quite a distance. I don't know if this is gonna work. All the way to this big giant fat tree here, but I'm not sure. Okay. I definitely cannot get my arms around it. So that poses a problem in trying to hang a hammock. This tree is super fat. If that doesn't work, I might try this tree here all the way to this tree here. Between one or the other, I'm hoping to very quickly have a hammock and a hammock tent set up. I had no luck with the hammock. I'm gonna try again in the morning, but for tonight, I'm going to try to, I'm just gonna switch plans. So I'm going to do tonight what I was planning to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna set up the hot TV, or I'm gonna try to, with what little light there is left. And I can't set my camera down even though I brought my tripod, because I bought a hip holster and it has a round screw at the bottom where it clips into the belt and it hangs upside down, and I don't think I brought the piece to loosen it, and it's the first time I'm using it, so I didn't think that it would get stuck on there. So I have to hold it or not use it, which is such a bummer. I was hoping there would be directions in this bag because there are directions nowhere else, and I have no idea how to put this together. There are no directions. I've mostly spread it out. It is giant. It's a 4-person tent, but it needed to be in order for me to get the headroom because I would like to stand up. And this one has about 7 feet or 3 inches or so of headroom. And I'm 5'4", so sounds good to me. I think I'm just gonna start staking it down gently and hope my door ends up in a good place and hope I can get the center beam in. Why is there no directions? This ground is rock hard. I'm going to try. Actually, let me try it first. Try a steak. Oh, this is a little better. Okay, this is a little better. This dirt is a little bit softer. Ugh. It's like they poured concrete over here on the tent pad. How's anyone supposed to get their tent in when the ground is like concrete? I had it laid out so perfectly too. Maybe I can scoot over a little. The hammock is up. that was very fast. I just had to pick a really skinny tree and change out the suspension system. The new whoopee sling that I bought isn't quite long enough. And for this, I had to, that didn't work. For this next part, I had to buy something very special because I am 5'4". I need a step stool. I'm going to attempt to put up the hot tent around my hammock quickly, and it needs to go about 6 or 6.5 feet off the ground. I had to overnight in a ladder so that I could attempt to get this up. I'm blinding myself. The hammock tent is coming along nicely. I've got this side staked out, so I have a little bit of room, and this side is not. So it is flat. It needs to come out like this. I still need to get the tent about 6 to 8 inches taller, and I've stretched as tall as I can get, and I can't get any taller. So it's not as tall as it should be, and it doesn't go out as wide as it should be, but this is almost done. Very excited about this. I'm trying to get a fire lit, and I have a new saw. I got it lit once with twigs and just a tiny bit of bark and a fire starter, but it went out within a few minutes. So I need some actual chunks of wood. This is so much fun. This could take all night though. Okay, I need both hands. I only had an 8-inch blade, and it took forever, but I got a handful of wood, and I'm hoping I can now get my fire started again. I used a little pocket knife to make little feather shavings, and it lit a little. It's the first time I've ever tried to do that. I have a fire that is still lit. I have a standing room tent that is very toasty right now. I have a hammock with an underquilt. All I need now is dinner. I am having organic carrot juice, homemade hot chocolate, sugar-free of course, some plain Greek yogurt, some freshly cut pineapples, some sugar snap peas with hummus. It's probably the best dinner I've had so far. It is well after midnight. I am finally ready to go to sleep. I was ready for bed at like 3 p.m. I didn't get a nap in before I came, though I did climb into bed and contemplate whether or not that was a wise idea, and then got up and came. But I got into my hammock and I could feel a draft, and then I realized that my zippers were upside down to the doors to my tent, and I had to take the whole hammock down and fix those. And then the sides started drooping and the bungee on my underquilts broke, and it's the first time I'm using it. So all of those resolved now. I am very tired. I am very ready for bed. I'll see you in the morning.